was primarily a listener, but not being a musician myself, I am just a general music enthusiast. I love all kinds of genres. I love all kinds of music and from any country. And participating in this class with Fred has broadened, in a certain way, that perspective in my life. First of all, discovering all kinds of music, all genres from all over the world. Fred curates the most amazing listings of music, the best of the best. We would be listening to music from Vivaldi, understanding how he would interpret the rhythms of nature. He would explain some concepts of music foundation to us. But I'm not a musician myself. I don't have any music foundation. I don't have any previous experience. But I have been listening and learning from every session he shares with us. We would sometimes be listening to some jazz music, sometimes folk music, or the best songwriters from America or from any other country. Sometimes it could be music from Brazil. Sometimes it could be music from Bulgaria and from many other countries, including Africa. So this particular class has enriched my life in many different ways. I have been growing and I have been educating myself and understanding what takes behind the curtains with every single piece of music, as much as he explains things to us. We tend to be always on a routine every single day, including weekends. But music is a very important part of my life. And I have been enjoying this class with Fred since the fall semester of 2019. This was before the pandemic. At that time, this class opened in person. We used to be in room 1, and at that time we were only 5 participants. But Fred would play a piece through audio only. He would always tell us who was the composer, what was the title, in what year it was recorded. But every now and then, he would get up and go to the piano and improvise some part of that piece that we just listened. We were in such awe when he was improvising some of these pieces. Of course, he wouldn't sing. But just listening the piano right after the recording, it was really a great experience for me. From that time on, then during the pandemic, we went into virtual classes. But from that time on, I made sure that I would make the time to continue this class with Fred because he is such a great teacher. He is such a great educator, and of course, he is a great jazz pianist. But when he shares all his wealth of knowledge of music and his passion for everything he shares with us, he definitely gets us into his passion as well. I love to come to all the concerts that we have here at Nichols Concert Hall. And this knowledge and experience with Fred has helped me to understand not only the music, the colors of music, the textures, the rhythms. And again, I'm not an expert. I'm just a humble listener and a music enthusiast. But with all his explanation and sharing his knowledge to us, that has broadened my way of enjoying music, live music, and recordings as well. Sometimes I'm just listening to YouTubes, but I have been changed and I have been touched so deeply by Fred because he brings out beautiful memories from my childhood, beautiful memories from throughout my life. Back in 2009, I lost my dearest brother, Benjamin. And with my brother Benjamin, we would spend hours on the phone talking about music, talking about art. And in one of those trips to Mexico, my brother put up a music piece that it was a classical music, Huapango Moncayo. I was in a hurry to go to the airport because it was the day that I was coming back. But he insisted that we needed to listen to that piece. So I sat down, I listened to this piece with my brother. It was a beautiful piece of music. And then he put up the mariachi version. By the time we realized, we were too late. I missed my flight, but I never regretted it. Because that experience that I had with my brother touched me so deeply. And the emotions from that time come back to me when I listen to Fred's music. So that's why I feel so privileged to be in his class. And I really enjoy all the emotions that he brings in me from my past. I used to be at the National University going to listen to jazz music, but back then was only background music. I did not understand a clue of anything. I learned about names of these famous composers. I remember some titles of some of these pieces, but it's been only through Fred that everything has come full circle, that I'm able to understand more about what music is about. And Fred has such a great passion for his music that I believe that music has magic. And that magic is powerful. It has changed my life. And I would invite everybody to simply Google Fred Simon's name, and you will get to see what I'm talking about. And believe me, in my case, he has touched me so deeply that I will continue taking his class as long as I can. I am very proud that I have come to know him, and that even though I'm growing in my own way, at my own time, at my own pace, I know that my life is richer because I understand better music, thanks to him.